I'm Christopher Lee. Join me on a cinematic time trip through a century of science fiction. Genre films of the 1950s and 60s, innovative ideas were often undercut by the minuscule budget. Some of these films are so unwatchable, they are legendary. We hereby present our version of the Golden Globe, low-octane rocket fuel award for classic examples of cinematic lunacy.
Welcome to Miracle Pictures. If it's a good picture, it's a miracle. The name written in blood, Iga.
Une menace démesurée, lorsqu'elle est bien filmée et bien mise en scène, peut inspirer de la peur. En revanche, lorsque la réalisation est médiocre, c'est une vraie catastrophe.
Hear Iga talk, the ancient language of love, used at the beginning of time. Noah. See him sacrifice his ageless beard for her love. Iga's primitive passion was love or kill.
De nos jours, on ne fait plus ce genre de film. On n'oserait pas.
What is this black menace that kills everything it sees and hears? No human mind could imagine the enormous destructive power of this maddened, killing thing. If you're young people in love, look out. If you're driving a lonely road, you're as good as dead. Never in the history of the United States, a monster of such size and power and horrifying hatred of man.
Dans The Cyclops, après avoir été irradié, un homme devient gigantesque et d'une laideur horrifiante.
Susan! Susan, it's me, Russ! What happened? How did you get here?
Stared at me and then it came toward me.
What came toward you?
The eye!
Yet their fate rests in the death-defying courage of a beautiful girl.
My name is Susan. Susan Winters.
He's looking at her.
Can you hear me?
Here is nature gone mad, revealing an unbelievable world of terror, a world mastered by a monstrous mutation, the spawn of nuclear fury. Here is a weird, suspense-filled journey that hurtles you into the most frightening adventure the screen has ever shown.
Her husband, what made him grow?
She's a girl who loved a man. A man who, in a flash, became a living threat to humanity.
Glenn Manning is growing from 8 to 10 feet a day. The moment, he's 18 feet tall. Tomorrow, he'll be 26 feet. The next day, 35, maybe 40, and the next day...
But you've got to stop it.
Burt Gordon, le réalisateur, a effectué les effets spéciaux en utilisant, entre autres, des techniques de surimpression.
I don't want to grow anymore. Man once loved by a woman, now feared by the whole world.
Drive it in hard. We have to penetrate the bone in the first ejection. Ready?
Look out, he's reaching down.
We want to help you to get well. Manning's disappeared, Eric. We can't find him anywhere on the grounds.
Now, first of all, there's going to be a 9 o'clock curfew for all adults.
Eh oui, c'est bien Beau Bridges.
I don't care for playing fair, I'm not the sharing kind.
I wonder if this makes everything grow.
Hey, will you cut it out and leave it alone, huh?
Listen, Freddie boy, if I want to try some of this stuff, just don't you try and stop me, understand?
And try it they did.
Whether you like it or not, little man, we're just gonna have to show you what's good for you, that's all.
Maybe we don't like your club either.
You're in it anyway.
See what happens when young rebels explode, 30 feet tall. Village of the Giants.
Dix ans plus tard, en 1977, Burt Gordon oppose John Collins à une horde de fourmis intelligentes.
In this fantastic tale, Wells tells the chilling story of a colony of ants who feed on atomic waste, causing them to grow into large, voracious monsters.
God, let's get out of here, come on!
I mean, they don't want us to go that way, and they don't want us to go back the way we came.
My God, they're hurting us like cattle.
He needs us. That's why it has to be this way. Why we must obey. At first, the people don't understand. They must be forced into submission. After their indoctrination, they realize that the ants only want us to take care of them and work for them, feed them. That's the way it should be. They are superior.
En 1976, Dino De Laurentiis a fait de King Kong ce remake qui n'a aucun intérêt.
King Kong.
C'est ce qu'on appelle voir grand. Dépenser 20 millions de dollars pour le remake d'un film qui était parfait dans sa première version. C'est ça le show business. Ce petit film, lui, a été tourné en 2 jours. Ça ne coûte pas très cher de louer un déguisement de gorille.
The Earth is invaded by indestructible moon monsters. Their ghastly mission, death for all humans. Unsuspected revelations of incredible horrors that will terrify you with their brutal reality.
There is no escape from me. Fool humans, there is no escape.
La dichotomie qui existe entre le cerveau physique et le fonctionnement de l'esprit est exposée dans ce film qui transforme le vide en spectacle. Ah, les mystères du néant. Comme l'a dit mon ami Joe Dante, qui était critique de cinéma avant de passer à la réalisation, ce film exerce une fascination hypnotique. On dirait qu'il a été réalisé dans un garage.
They come from the bowels of hell, a transformed race of walking dead, zombies guided by a master plan for complete domination of the earth. Plan 9 from outer space. Starring the most nightmarish cast ever, Bela Lugosi, the seductive Vampira, and Thor Johnson as the Walking Dead.
Turn off your electrode gun! No! No! Stop it, Dennis!
I can't get it, it's jammed!
Stop him, you fool!
Bullets bounce off their bodies. Rockets, missiles, jets cannot stop their death ship. What earthly power can stop this terror? For a glimpse of things to come, see this blast of screen suspense. For it could be happening right now.
That was too close.
Pendant ce temps-là,
Teenage caveman, defying terrifying beasts, discovering the thrilling newness of pagan love.
plus tard, ce film a pris de la valeur. Robert Vaughn, l'acteur principal, a essayé de racheter toutes les copies pour les détruire. Ces films étaient souvent des films d'aventure mélodramatiques, avec un élément de science-fiction destiné à impressionner le public. Dans les feuilletons réalisés par Republic Pictures, par exemple, les envahisseurs venaient souvent de la Lune ou de Mars et se comportaient comme des gangsters de Chicago. On rencontre souvent des gens surprenants à bord des vaisseaux extraterrestres. Leonard Nimoy, le futur Monsieur Spock, dans un de ses tout premiers films. Réalisé moins d'un an après celui-ci.
Dolls! Dolls! I want action!
That's all.
How am I going to get my clothes on? Hey, that's showbiz.
As Jules Verne himself might have said, plus ça change, plus c'est la même chose. The more things change, the more they remain the same.
Today, 10% of the Earth still remains unexplored. Perhaps we should revive the slogan that ancient cartographers used to put on maps of uncharted territory. Here be dragons.
La première histoire de dinosaures fut écrite par le créateur de Sherlock Holmes, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, et publiée en 1912. 13 ans après sa publication, Le Monde perdu devint un film. L'histoire de Conan Doyle était loin d'être la première à situer l'aventure sur des terres inconnues. Jules Verne fut également une référence en la matière. L'adaptation à l'écran de Voyage au centre de la Terre en 1959 fut interprétée par James Mason, Pat Boone et un canard.
Unthinkable, but it must be true. A man took some tools and went where no human being had ever set foot. Alone. Went into the interior of the earth.
We'll take our leave of civilization on the bleak, barren wastes of Iceland. Peer in awe at the bottomless crater of an uncharted volcano.
Stop! You'll never find your companions or your way out. You need me as much as I need you. Stop and come back.
Behold the staggering underground ocean.
20 000 lieues sous les mers, la terrifiante et merveilleuse histoire de Jules Verne fut adaptée pour la première fois à l'écran du temps du muet. Pour l'époque, la technique était fantastique. La version de Walt Disney fut réalisée un demi-siècle plus tard.
The motion picture screen explodes with unprecedented power as the two masters of imagination, Jules Verne and Walt Disney, join to bring you a shattering new experience in entertainment.
I asked you to leave, Professor.
You also asked me ashore to show me man's inhumanity to man. Why? To justify this, you are not only a murderer, you are a hypocrite. The proof lies out there.
You call that murder?
It's remarkable. This tastes like veal.
The flavor deceives you. That is fillet of sea snake.
I guess this isn't lamb.
That is brisket of blowfish with sea squirt dressing, basted in barnacles.
What is it?
It's a recipe of my own. Sauté of unborn octopus.
Le monde sous-marin, inspirant à la fois crainte et mystère, il va servir de cadre à l'une des plus grandes scènes de l'histoire du cinéma, le combat avec un calmar géant. Herbert Lom interpréta le rôle du capitaine Nemo dans une suite tirée également de Jules Verne.
Aren't we able to do anything to save ourselves?
There's nothing that can be done.
Les monstres ont été ajoutés au film pour permettre à Ray Harryhausen, le maître des effets spéciaux, d'impressionner le public. Nemo a également été incarné par Lionel Barrymore, Robert Ryan, Omar Sharif et José Ferrer. En 1961, dans Le Maître du Monde, Vincent Price interprète le très némoesque Rebur le Conquérant, défié par Charles Bronson. Ce dernier avait interprété Igor, l'assistant muet de Vincent Price, quelques années plus tôt dans L'Homme au masque de cire.
I am a man unto myself, Mr. Prudent, who has declared war against war. That is the purpose for which this ship was built.
Jules Verne's Master of the World in Magnicolor.
Irving Allen, pour Le sous-marin de l'Apocalypse, s'est directement inspiré de 20 000 lieues sous les mers, avec Peter Lorre dans un petit rôle.
Sounds like Suko. Nothing is impossible.
The burning belt must be exploded clear of the Earth's magnetic field.
Explode the belt and you explode the world!
Bien entendu, un calmar géant fit une apparition remarquée.
Come with me. Come with me on a voyage to the bottom of the sea.
For you gold-bricking pipsqueak.
Irving Allen, producteur de films d'aventure haut en couleur mais peu intéressants, choisit Claude Rains dans le rôle du professeur Challenger pour ce remake du Monde perdu tourné en cinémascope en 1960.
There it is, the land where monsters live.
Nombre de producteurs optèrent pour de vrais reptiles tout simplement parce que ça faisait gagner du temps. le légendaire D.W. Griffith devait réaliser un film pour le producteur Hal Roach où hommes et dinosaures se seraient côtoyés. Roach remplaça Griffith par Hal Roach Jr. Hammer Film s'y essaya également en 1967.
I was freezing to death through half the movie, I have to tell you. In fact, I had to have my tonsils removed when I came back from shooting because I had gotten such a severe case of tonsillitis because it was so cold out there. And the crew had fires and stuff burning underneath the cameras to keep the mechanisms from freezing, and I was out there and there's nothing. People don't realize that when you have this kind of budget going, you simply have to shoot. We had to be up as, I don't know, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and out ready to shoot at 8 in the freezing and early light and stuff like that.
En 1960, le producteur et réalisateur George Pell recrée une civilisation mythique en y intégrant une thématique empruntée à l'île du docteur Moreau.
You will be a bull. Every day in every way, you will become more and more like one.
A diabolical laboratory where humans were transformed into half men, half beasts. Atlantis.
To reach this lost civilization, science had followed a trail through the roaring avalanches of Mount Kuitara. And finally, deep into the bowels of the earth.
The more people are, wandering around. Lo and behold, Rock Hudson comes on the set. He looked around, saw all this going on, he says, Agar, what'd you get yourself into?
There is no world beyond ours.
This Rider Haggard adventure tale, Sea, and the Flame of Eternal Life, has attracted filmmakers since the turn of the century.
Early film versions ran only 5 or 10 minutes in length. Obviously, the subtlety of the story was lost.
Dans La déesse de feu, Peter Cushing cherche inlassablement la civilisation perdue de Kuma. John Richardson, le héros, a un objectif beaucoup plus personnel. Trouver Ayesha, celle à qui l'on doit obéir et dont la beauté perdure au bout de 2000 ans.
Bring those who dared to break my laws before me.
We couldn't make the film. I thought we tried to do too much for too little money. Color then shows up all the imperfections. I mean, I'm not saying that Ursula Andress is an imperfection. She is a delight and delicious. We went on location, which was the great thing. I mean, with She, we went to Israel. We opened up a bit, and it was rewarding. I mean, those films did well.
Teach them.
Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer and 7 Arts present the most spectacular woman in the world, She.
I will show you what no other living mortal has seen.
She, whose cruelty defies description. She, who waits
For one man to drown the fires of longing that burned within her. At last he came to bathe with her in the flame of eternal life.
Son grand prêtre disait toujours « plutôt mourir ». Je me demande ce qu'il est devenu. Le concept a été recyclé et adapté tellement de fois qu'il en est devenu un cliché.
It's dangerous and it's crazy.
And it's what I've got to do.
Gold streets of it.
They're searching for the long-lost treasure of an ancient civilization. The odds are against them.
Richard Chamberlain, Sharon Stone. In the adventure movie of the year, Alan Quatermain and the Lost City of Gold.
Alors que nous sommes sur le point de conquérir l'espace, nous n'avons pas encore exploré tout ce qui est proche de nous. L'arrière-pays chinois, les montagnes du Vietnam, les monts escarpés du Pakistan, les régions montagneuses et glacées du Tibet, ou encore la forêt tropicale amazonienne. Comme Hamlet le disait à son ami Horatio, il y a plus de choses au ciel et sur la terre que ce qu'en peut rêver notre philosophie.
Poet T.S. Eliot saw the world ending not with a bang, but with a whimper. Ever since the satirical novels of Jonathan Swift, writers have exaggerated contemporary fears and foibles to envision future worlds.
Fritz Lang, avec Metropolis, montre dans une vision cauchemardesque les perspectives d'un New York du futur. Pour le public de l'époque, c'était remarquable. Paradoxalement, les décors sont souvent plus intéressants que les personnages de l'histoire.
You finish first, or not at all. Death Race 2000.
Sylvester Stallone joue dans ce film inspiré d'une plaisanterie de mauvais goût.
Every car a deadly weapon. Every spectator a potential point. This is a death race. Death Race 2000.
You're under arrest! Throw down your weapons and prepare to be judged!
10 ans plus tard, Sylvester Stallone se retrouve dans une autre situation violente à prendre au deuxième degré.
Judge Dredd is a compilation of all the necessary qualities it makes for the perfect law machine. He is a walking judicial system. The liberties have been taken away. There is no more democracy. There's anarchy in the streets. The only thing that keeps it from going absolutely, completely chaotic would be the presence of the judges. So his job is extremely important. It's important that they know when he says, I am the law, he means it.
I never broke the law. I am the law.
La vision terrifiante de Ray Bradbury d'une société où les livres seraient bannis a été portée à l'écran par François Truffaut.
You're absolutely fantastic.
How did it come about? How could someone like you be doing this kind of work?
What have you got there? Is this your special book? It's got to be burned with the others and you're under arrest.
Fahrenheit 451 is a good film. There are missing elements, and I'm going to do it over this year. I've done a new screenplay. It's not perfect. There's still missing things.
Calling all citizens. Wanted for murder, Montag. Occupation, fireman.
Fahrenheit 451.
Les années 60, mouvementées, ont aspiré des images de chaos et de terreur.
This is the police. Supply of Soylent Green has been exhausted. Return to your home.
Simonson. He was the first to learn the secret of Soylent Green.
They told me to say that they were sorry, but that you had become unreliable.
It was an assassination.
They want this case closed permanently. Their way. Now, you sign this.
You sign it.
Thorne refuses to close the Simonson case.
Just do what you have to do. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 6 months since my last confession.
Is the secret of Soylent Green.
Please!
Le roman de Philip K. Dick, Les androïdes rêvent-ils de moutons électriques, a inspiré le film Blade Runner.
I need your deck. This is a bad one, the worst yet. There was an escape from the off-world colonies 2 weeks ago. 6 replicants, 3 male, 3 female. They slaughtered 20.
A Blade Runner's job is to hunt down replicants. Manufactured humans you can't tell from the real thing.
What's this? Roy Batty. Probably the leader.
I was looking for 6 replicants in a city of 106 million people.
You ever see this girl, huh?
Never seen a buzzsaw. What I didn't know was they were looking for me.
Time to die.
We hope you enjoyed the ride.
C'est un autre roman de Philip K. Dick qui a donné Total Recall.
You erased your identity and implanted a new one.
If I'm not me, who the hell am I? Great. Cut.
Get ready for a surprise.
We can't let him run around. He knows too much. They've got your bug. I get a lock. The bug's in your skull. Take this thing out of the case and stick it up your nose.
Got him. I lost him. He's got a hologram!
I want clay delivered alive for reimplantation.
That's for making me come to Mars. You wouldn't hurt me. After all, we're married.
Consider that a divorce.
La guerre froide, véritable partie d'échec entre le monde capitaliste et le monde communiste, ainsi que la menace d'un anéantissement immédiat, ont donné matière à des douzaines de films angoissants. Certains d'entre eux donnent un côté mélodramatique à l'inévitable holocauste atomique.
I woke up. It was all over. I was the only one alive.
D'autres films traitent de la réaction de ce qui reste de l'humanité face à une mort lente et certaine, comme Le Dernier Rivage.
They didn't think we'd fight no matter what they did. And they were wrong. We fought, we expunged them. We didn't do such a bad job on ourselves. We're all doomed, you know. The whole silly, drunken, pathetic lot of us. We haven't got a chance.
I won't have it, Julian. I won't. There is hope. There has to be hope. There's always hope.
In the future, cities will become deserts. Roads will become battlefields. And the hope of mankind will appear as a stranger.
Quand Mad Max est sorti, les personnages, les situations, tout était nouveau et original. Le concept a été recyclé et adapté tellement de fois qu'il en est devenu un cliché.
You want to get out of here? Talk to me.
Modern films, the tail wags the dog. The special effects effects take precedence over plot and characterization.
You got a problem with that?
Nobody rolls into town and disrespects me. Not Snake Plissken, not nobody.
I'm your president. I understand you got some domestic problems.
Those guys in those movies are just, you can't hardly hear them.
Yeah.
And I said, I think Plissken should be the ultimate in that.
You may have escaped from New York, but this is L.A., Vato.
When you stay, you go south, Mexico.
LA's still the place, Snake.
Au milieu des années 90, les films de science-fiction deviennent gigantesques.
I make movies, okay? I finance movies myself. So when people talk about, fiscal irresponsibility, that isn't me. That one thing singularly caused me tremendous amounts of trouble. I don't really want to be in the convincing business. I'm in the storytelling business. I don't go out and make what I call stinkers and then say, forgive my bad movies. Come watch a really good movie. I was making some jerk-off thing that made no sense. I got a big paycheck. I've never, ever done that. The problem is if anything went wrong, that was it. I mean, that was it. Because when you're 90 feet up in the air over fire and twisted metal, what do you think's going to happen? You're going to, I'm not being over dramatic. Yeah, what was I thinking about? Shamu, maybe he's going to come up and get me.
Ce dernier siècle a vu des progrès considérables dans les domaines scientifiques et technologiques. Beaucoup de films qui se prétendent de science-fiction sont en fait de l'anti-science-fiction. La science et la technologie sont des forces maléfiques qui doivent être anéanties pour laisser place au monde du futur.
You got a problem with that?
En 1895, le magicien parisien Georges Méliès a pensé que ce nouveau trucage pouvait être un plus pour sa mise en scène. Il a donc passé les 10 années suivantes à se spécialiser dans les trucages fantastiques pour le cinéma. Le film que vous voyez a été inspiré par le roman de H.G. Wells, Les premiers hommes dans la Lune. L'idée a été exploitée sur le ton de la comédie. Le scénariste Nigel Neal a intelligemment remis au goût du jour le roman de H.G. Wells. La première expédition lunaire russo-américaine découvre que quelqu'un les a devancés en 1903. C'est Ray Harryhausen qui s'est occupé des effets spéciaux.
This is a solemn moment in history of mankind. Just as I predicted, shot into space with the speed of a bullet. Stay away from there, I'll shoot! Come and run! I'm the only one who holds the secret of Cabarite. You and your secret will remain here on the moon. Cabo! Cabo, this is not an audience, you're on trial! No, Benjamin! No! Convicted!
La musique et les décors de La fiancée de Frankenstein ont servi à donner du caractère à la série Flash Gordon. Le côté opéra était évident dans l'apparence germanique du héros, incarné par l'athlète olympique Buster Crabbe, ainsi que dans les seconds rôles qui avaient tendance à ressembler à des rescapés d'une œuvre de Wagner. Dino De Laurentiis a fait du film un remake qui n'a aucun intérêt.
Move the Earth Woman. Prepare her for our pleasure.
Don't kill him yet, Father. I want him.
Go, Flash, go!
Le producteur George Pal a connu la notoriété grâce à un excellent film de science-fiction.
5, 4, 3, 2, fire!
stuck here. You can blame me, Joe. I could have blown my brains out or gone over Niagara Falls in a barrel or found some other decent way to die.
Destination Lune a donné lieu à une imitation intitulée 24 heures chez les Martiens, qui a eu encore plus de succès que l'original. Plus qu'un simple remake, le film raconte l'histoire d'une civilisation martienne décimée par un holocauste nucléaire. Le scénariste Ib Melchior a transposé le roman de Daniel Defoe sur la planète rouge.
With a lone astronaut spaceship wrecked on the fiery planet. His only companion, a woolly monkey. Explore the scorching surface of the Martian fire swamp. Discover an escaping slave worker who becomes a modern man Friday. The fury of the storm of burning ashes. The inferno of molten lava when an asteroid collides with Mars. The invasion of humanoids from another galaxy. You've never lived through suspense like this. Nor has any other man on Earth except Robinson Crusoe on Mars.
Dans ces films, la femme est délibérément représentée de manière sexiste. Ça les rend d'autant plus agréables à regarder, du moins pour la moitié du public.
Shall I tell you what I would like?
I think I know.
Her top secret mission is a real wing dinger.
I got him. Hello, pretty.
See Barbarella do her thing in the wild, excessive machine.
Sort of nice, isn't it?
A good many dramatic situations begin with screaming.
La vieille légende des Amazones a fréquemment été remise au goût du jour au moyen de pistolets à rayons laser dans les années 50, parfois en couleur, parfois en noir et blanc. Mais invariablement, les femmes semblent tout droit sorties de Playboy. Le scénario de The Queen of Outer Space a été écrit à l'origine par Charles Beaumont pour Abbott et Costello. Le film a été réalisé, mais le nom de Beaumont n'apparaît pas au générique, et il n'a pas été payé pour son travail.
They are captured by long-limbed beauties. When they say, "Take me to your leader," and they take them to a creature like this, you know they're on planet Venus.
We're the only men on the whole planet?
Yes.
Wow.
War of the sexes, when voluptuous Venusians give battle to spacemen from Earth.
Prepare for maximum acceleration.
Parfois, on ne distingue pas les films sérieux des parodies.
Their misguided missile finally lands on the manless planet Venus. Manless? Oh, man.
We must warn the Queen. Our planet Venus has been invaded.
We want a king! We want a king! Stop!
What can a king do that a queen can't do?
Be the father of a large family?
I hereby claim Mars in the name of the United States of America. Me too.
Sometimes a film shows imagination in its concept and in its realization. This film hit a nerve with audiences around the world.
C'est ce qu'on appelle voir grand. Dépenser 20 millions de dollars pour le remake d'un film qui était parfait dans sa première version.
Seems to be an insatiable appetite for most people out there.
I think that's the first movie I remember going to.
Man, we grew up with Star Wars. It's just, you know, the Force is with us every day.
Naturally, box office success inspired a plethora of spin-offs, Xerox copies, and outright swipes.
Star Crash. You will be blasted through the blackness of 100 million nights.
Certains films sont des copies conformes de western. Le producteur Roger Corman a repris l'intrigue des 7 mercenaires pour cette aventure dans l'espace. Il a même demandé à Robert Vaughn de reprendre le rôle qu'il tenait dans le film de John Sturges.
He'll be able to board us.
It won't make any difference. Back beyond the stars.
L'unique fois où H.G. Wells s'est essayé à l'écriture pour le cinéma a donné l'un des exemples les plus élaborés et les plus enthousiasmants du film d'anticipation. La vie future a été réalisée par William Cameron Menzies, le créateur des décors du Voleur de Bagdad et de Autant en emporte le vent. Wells a imaginé la Seconde Guerre mondiale, les batailles de chars et d'avions, la transformation des villes en centres commerciaux climatisés, la télévision et les voyages dans l'espace.
Is man never to rest, never to be free, make the space come the symbol of all that drives us, and destroy it?
This is only a beginning. Rest enough for the individual man. Too much rest and too soon, and we call it death. But for man, there can be no rest.
L'homme doit aller de conquête en conquête. Tout d'abord, cette petite planète avec ses vents et ses vagues. Puis, toutes les lois de l'esprit et de la matière qui le limitent. Ensuite, les planètes qui l'entourent. Et enfin, il se tournera vers les étoiles. Et une fois qu'il aura conquis les profondeurs de l'espace et percé les mystères du temps, ce ne sera qu'un début. Si nous ne sommes rien d'autre que de petits animaux, il nous faut attraper la moindre parcelle de bonheur, vivre, souffrir et mourir sans nous soucier d'autre chose. Il n'y a que 2 possibilités, l'univers entier ou rien du tout. Et nous n'avons pas le choix.